Hello students, we are in chapter number 6, verbs, the present tense. In the last video of this chapter, we have completed up to present continuous tense, and today we will start present perfect continuous tense. So before starting this topic, let's have a quick recall of the last class. As you know, tense is the form of a verb which tells us about the time of an action, and it also tells us whether that action is complete or not. Tenses are of three types: present tense, past tense and future tense. And then all these three tenses are further categorized in different kind, and these are the simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. In the same way, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous tense, and the last is future tense, and its kinds are simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. In this chapter, we will learn about all different kinds of present tense. So let's begin with the first tense. First is simple present tense. As I explained earlier, we form sentences in simple present tense by using first form of verb and s or es. That means how we can write a sentence in simple present tense. We use the first form of verb and we add s or es to the sentence. For example, my uncle lives in Delhi. Here the B1 form is live and we add s here. So the sentence is my uncle lives in Delhi. Now students, here I want to add one thing, and what is that? We add s or es to the verb with he, she, it or singular subject. That means if the subject is he, she, it or any singular, then what we have to add? We have to add s or es to the first form of verb. For example, he goes for a walk every day. Here what is the root form of the verb? Main verb is go, and we add here es to write a sentence. Clear? So we have to add s or es with he, she, it. Okay. Now the next thing is, we don't add s to the verb with I, me, you, they or any plural. That means if the subject is I, me or you or they or any plural, we don't add s to the verb. For example, I go for a walk every day. Here subject is I, so we write a sentence without adding s or es. So simple present tense is clear. How we can write? With the first form of verb and s or es. Now next tense is present continuous tense. We use the present continuous tense to express an action that is going on at the time of speaking. And how we can write? By using is, am, are and V1 plus ing. Okay, and where we can use is, am, are. Is with he, she, it plus V1 plus ing. He is playing. This is he is B1 ing. So this is the way of writing a sentence in present continuous tense. Am with I only, I am reading. And are with we, you, they and plural. Clear? Now the next is present perfect tense. So we use the present perfect tense to express an action that began in the past and has just now been completed. And we write a sentence in present perfect tense by adding has, have plus third form of the verb, past participle form of the verb. And we use I with, have with I, we, you, they and plural. I have eaten, we have eaten, you have eaten, they have eaten. So with all these subject we have to use have here. Okay. Now has, he, she, it, has plus V3. He has finished his work. As you can see here, subject is he. So we have to use has with the V3 form of the verb. He has finished his work. Clear? Now our next today's topic is present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So let's begin with this topic. Present continuous tense. Just have a look what is it given in your book. We use the present perfect continuous tense to talk about action that started in the past and still continue. Present perfect continuous tense हम वैसे कार्यों के बारे में बात करने के लिए यूज़ करते हैं जिसमें काम हमने पास्ट में यूज़ किया और अभी वो चल रहा है. The work is not completed, still continue. And how can we form a sentence in present continuous tense? It is formed by adding has been, have been to the ing form of the verb. Okay, students? So just have a look how we can write a sentence in present perfect continuous tense. Has been, have been plus ing form of the verb with since or for. For example, he has been studying for 2 hours. He has been studying for 2 hours. I have been studying since 9 a.m. Now, students, one point I want to clear here, that where you have to use for and where you have to use since. So what are the things that we have to keep in mind while writing a sentence by using this since or for? Just have a look. The word since is used when the beginning of an action is given. Okay, so where we have to use since? The word since is used when the beginning time, starting time of an action is given. For that we have to use since, like since morning, since 2000, since 9 a.m. Okay, and where we have to use for? The word for is used when the duration of an action is known. Exact timing is not given, but when the duration is given, then we have to use for. For example, for 2 hours, 4 years. So I hope these two things are clear to you. Present perfect continuous, has been, have been plus ing form of the verb with since and for. Clear, student? Now come to your textbook. Just have a look what is given here. Question number 14. Read the sentences and fill in the blanks. Use has been or have been with the ing form of the verb. One example is given here. I joined this school 2 years ago. And the second sentence is, I am still studying in this school. Now what we have to do here, we have to write this sentence by using has been or have been with the ing form of the verb. So how can we write this? I have been studying in this school for 2 years. Okay. In the same way, you have to complete the all given sentences here. So let's begin with the first one. Bunty started watching TV at 9 a.m. It is 2 p.m. He is still watching TV. And we have to rewrite this sentence by using has been or have been. So how we can write? Bunty, this is the singular subject. So what we have to use here? Has been. Bunty has been watching TV since 9 a.m. Okay. Come to the next one. Mr. Bose come from Mumbai to Hyderabad in the year 2000. He still lives in Hyderabad. So how can we write this sentence? Mr. Bose has been living in Hyderabad since 2000. In this way, you have to do all. Come to the next thing. It's a question number 15. Let's read. So read this passage carefully and then you have to write this question answer. Okay. Now turn your page. It's a page number 46. Come to the next question. Question number 16. What is it in here? Let's write. With the help of the hints given, write a short paragraph on your hobbies. So here hints are given here, and by using these hints you have to write a short paragraph on your hobbies. So this you have to do it in your notebook only. So what is your classwork? Question number 14 is your classwork. Complete it. And question number 15 and 16 is your homework. I hope this chapter is clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can ask, and in next class we will start our next chapter.